Hey guys, so today is going to be my hair blow drying video. I'm in my bathroom, which you guys have seen before. The background really hasn't changed, but this video was requested so much in my April favorites video when I showed you guys my new hair blow dryer and my round brush, and you guys wanted to see how I actually blow dry my hair. So that's what this video is going to be. I don't have any makeup on. I'm kind of just lounging around, so excuse the appearance. I just got out of the shower, and as you can see, I do wrap my hair up like this. So I will be doing a hair care routine video sometime soon, and probably a what's in my shower video. So if you guys want those, I don't know, leave it in the comments below. But so I do my whole hair care routine. I put my hair up in a towel. Normally I would maybe do my makeup or fold clothes or something like that, just kind of straighten up so that my hair has a while to dry. So I've already done all that, so I'm going to go ahead and take it down. And you guys, I don't know, my hair's dark, so it's really hard to see like the dimensions of it on camera, but it's fairly dry. It's still wet like in the inside, but the outside is kind of dry. And for my hair, that's definitely what I need. Okay, so first what I want to do is just go ahead and brush out my hair, and this is a wide tooth comb. It's actually one that comes from the shower, or that is meant for the shower. I actually don't normally use a wide tooth comb. I normally use a brush, but I can't find my brush, so this will have to do. It'll work just the same. My hair shouldn't be too tangled because I had my macadamia treatment in it, so I'm just going to go ahead and brush that out and get all the tangles out. Okay, now that it's pretty much combed out, for those of you who are new to my channel, as you can see, I have very fluffy, curly hair. For those of you who have been with my channel for a while, you know what my natural hair looks like, but this is what it is. It's super long, like I can't even get it all in the frame. It goes dry, like if it's straightened, it actually almost goes to the top, like the small of my back. And I'm tippy-toeing, and it's like down to almost my belly button. It's crazy long. I really need a haircut. But yeah, in case you are new to my channel, if you've never seen my hair, this is what it looks like. It's pretty curly. It is more curly when it's short than when it's long because it's heavier. It's really frizzy. And yeah, so I'm going to turn this big old mess into something more sleek and smooth, hopefully. The products that I'm going to be using for this hair blow drying tutorial is this Brushlab ceramic round brush. I would, if I had to guess, I would say this is maybe 2.5 or 3 inches. You can get this at Ulta. I think it was like $13. Best round brush I've ever used. No joke. And then the hair dryer is the Sedu Revolution 4000i. And this is what it looks like. I did mention in my April favorites that it had different nozzles to it. I am going to be sticking with this smaller, more narrow nozzle. I just feel like it concentrates my hair a little bit better. This does have different settings back here, and I'll show you guys what settings I'm going to be using when I start. The product that I use prior to, I don't use a heat spray or a heat protectant, anything like that, but I do use an oil. This is the anti-breakage coconut milk nourishing serum. You can get this at Walmart. The brand is Organics. I actually think maybe you can get it from Ulta too. It's just a serum. I don't use too much of it because it will make your hair greasy, but I'd say about a half pump like that. And as you can see, it's pretty runny. I just smooth that between my fingers and only apply it to the very ends of my hair. Not even, a lot of people do it like from their ears down. I don't even do that. I just do like maybe from my collarbone down. It's just easier that way for me. It really tames your ends. It makes them less frizzy, but it doesn't make them greasy at all. Alright, so I always work with half of my hair first, and I actually work with more like, let's see, my left side has, I always wear my part to the left, so I will kind of take my part where I think I'm going to wear it, somewhere around there, put that hair there, and then just finger comb it back and kind of split it up, just like that. So I should have more on my left side than I'm going to have on my right. Depending on your part, obviously you're going to have more or less on one side. I am right-handed, so it's easier for me to do my left side. My right side is a pain in the butt, so I tend to do it last because, I don't know, it just works better for me that way. So I just twist it up, and I'm going to take a hair tie. I'm caught in my earrings here. I'm just going to take a hair tie, bunch that up, and secure it. just like that. That way it doesn't get caught up when I'm blow drying this side. So now on this side, I have a ton of hair. It's super coarse and thick, so I usually have to take 3 to 4 sections. So I'll take a small amount down first, kind of like the top of my ear back, just like that, and then wrap up the rest and pin it. These claws, I think I got them from Sally's for like $2. They work great when you're straightening or blow drying your hair. So I have about this much hair right now. Don't know how well that's gonna translate on camera, but what I'll do first is just take my round brush and kind of brush it out just to make sure there's no snags so that it moves smoothly. And this bottom part I'm going to take in 2 separate sections. So I'll actually split this in half and do the back part first and then the top part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed through this so that it's not, I don't know, too long of a video, but pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this to the side. I'm going to start my brush at the top here. I'm going to turn the blow dryer. This setting right here means like how, like the speed or the heat you want it. So I want it on the double heat, and this is a low speed and then a high speed. So I'm going to use the high speed, and then this is the ionic. You always want to leave that on, and then it does have a button up in the front for you to hold if you want cool air. But I always use hot, it dries quicker. So I'm going to use the fast speed, and I'm going to take the nozzle always pointing down and go downward like that. But I am going to speed it up so that it's not too long. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to start like that. Okay, so you can see that this section is, for the most part, straight up until you get to like my root area, and that's just because my hair is so curly that it's really hard to get to my root area with a big brush like that. So that's the time that I would kind of run a straightener through it when I'm completely done to get out a little bit of that frizz that's up in my root. But for the most part, it's straight and it's dry. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do all around my hair. This section took me about 1.5 minutes to finish. So I'm getting better at my timing because it used to take me like 5 minutes because I couldn't get the coordination down. So yeah, I'm going to continue to speed up, but hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing throughout my whole entire head to actually blow dry it straight like this piece. And then when I'm all done, of course, I'll show you like up at my bang area and stuff what I do there. At the top here, if you notice, it's always, your top is always going to be the most important because it's going to be like what people actually see. So if you don't plan on straightening it, when you're blow drying it, you definitely want to get those roots really good so that it doesn't look like you have part curly roots and then the rest of your hair straight. So for this, what I do, if you have noticed, is I take my brush in your dominant hand or whatever side you're doing it, and I kind of grab my hair like that, like from underneath, and then go down with the blow dryer, just like how I was kind of showing you before, but I go at an angle and underneath so that this up here can have a little bit of more volume than what my normal hair is used to. So just pay real close attention because these are my bangs. They're They're long, they're short in comparison to the rest of my hair, but they're long overall. I really, really need a haircut. But I do have a face frame and layers all around my hair, so I definitely want that to stand out and not be so drab all the way around. So pay close attention to the way that I'm moving the brush up in the front. Alright, so that's half, well, a little bit more than half. It's taking me about 17 minutes or so to finish up. This is what this part looks like. It's still a little bit frizzy, but it needs a little bit of time to set. It actually didn't turn out too bad. I'm pretty impressed with my skills that have been excelling over these last couple of blow dries. But anyway, what I do now is just I kind of twist it, and I'm going to pin it up while I do my other side. And then when I'm done with this side, I'll come back and show you guys kind of what I do for the top, because it's a little bit different. This, in case you're wondering, me twisting it just kind of helps take the frizz out of it, and it gives it a little bit of curl or a little bit of bounce at the ends of the hair if that's what you're looking for. So if I could get it twisted here, I'm just going to twist it up and tie it and then do the rest of my hair. If you didn't notice, I turned my nozzle to accommodate my left hand because I need my brush to stay in my right hand because it's just too hard doing it the other way. So what I did was, instead of keeping the nozzle flat, I don't know if you guys can see, I turned it almost vertically so that way I could just, instead of having to twist my hand and all this, I could just rest my hand normal, but the nozzle is still concentrated on the air that it needs to be. So that's just a quick tip. If your nozzle is the kind that moves, definitely move it instead of trying to move your hands and be all contortionist and get into the right spot. Okay, so this side is done, and if I have time, which usually I do because usually I only blow dry my hair on the weekends, or if I do it during the week, it's at night before I go to bed, so usually I have time. So if I do have time, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and pin this side up as well. So I'm going to go ahead and go pin this up and let it sit for a little while, let kind of cool down a bit because it's hot. Cool down a little bit and go do some stuff, and then I will come back and show you guys what I do from here, because I do blow dry some more of my hair after it's completely cooled like this. Okay, so after I've let that sit for just a few minutes, this side's obviously sat longer than this side, but once this is like cooled to the touch and I can feel that it's completely cooled down, I'm going to let both of those down, and I'm just going to kind of shake them out with my fingers. And I don't know if you can see, like this side, especially I guess because it was up longer, my layers has some curl. It's really hard to tell, I know, because of the color of my hair, but like you can especially see it up in my bangs. They have a little bit of curl to them, so they're not just so blah and straight. This side, not as much curl, just because, well, I guess it does have a little bit of curl just because of how long it was up in the hair. So what I'm going to do is take a brush, and I'm going to brush this all the way back on all of my sides and just kind of take out all the tangles from being up in a hair tie. Okay, so once I've done that, it does kind of lose a little bit of its bounciness, I guess you could say. So what I'm going to do is take this front section here, this whole crown, and I'm going to blow dry it back, meaning I'm going to take it like this, and I'm going to put the brush underneath it like that, and I'm going to blow dry the whole thing back. So I'm going to turn it on loud, and then you guys are going to be able to see what I'm doing here. You see how much extra volume that has given me? Just like that. And that's what you want. You want it to be a little bit more voluminous on top so that when you mess with it and you put it to the side that you need it to be, you have a little bit more volume. And then what I do is I just go ahead and go back and brush it out and touch up with my flat iron. So the places that I'm going to touch up with my flat iron are going to be mainly at my roots, because like I said, the brush is a little bit hard to get in the roots. So I'm just going to take my flat iron's generic. I got it from Sally's. It works really good though. I don't even know. The brand is GVP. And I have it on the highest heat setting. Any flat iron will work. So I'm just going to take that and run it through my roots just a few times and run it down. Nothing crazy. I'm going to do the same thing up top so that I don't have any flyaways and none of that, like, if you have curly hair, you know what I mean. Like, you see these pieces right here, they still look curly. Those are the pieces that I'm mainly going in to fix so that they don't look so curly. Alright, so that was the whole tutorial. I hope those of you that had requested this, seemed kind of simple for you. Those of you who have hair like me, don't give up. It definitely can be done. As you can see here, obviously straightening it is going to be the easiest thing, but if you don't have time to blow dry it or let it air dry and then completely straighten it, this is definitely a great alternative. And the more and more you get the technique down, the better off it is. The less time, I guess you could say, that it takes you, because this took me about 35 minutes and it started off at an hour and 15, and I've just progressively gotten better since then. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any other hair tutorial requests, don't forget to leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!